Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. We're going to be going into your chakras, your aura, and your tarots as well. We might be mixing it up a bit this week, seeing how it gets on. I think I'm going to start pulling some tarots on the actual chakras to try and see if we can just get to elucidate the whole sort of situation through that. We'll see how it goes. It's good to explore in life. So let's just explore. Let's see what's going on with your chakras here. So this is for Taurus, okay? So you're in a month before your birthday season. That's going to be coming up in a month and a half, really. That'll be starting up there. Your root chakra is certainly finding its feet here over last week. It's getting to a stage now where it's really getting sunk in really well. You sort of like you're on a roll, as it were. These are things that have been brewing up over some time, I think. That you've been working on for some time, and you're now starting to see it working. You're now starting to see a little bit of a feedback in that whole sort of situation there. And if it's working, stick with it, because it's keep it going. That's the thing. Let's just see what's going on in your sacrum. So there is a little bit of a concentration more on the work side of things, and rather than on the play side of things. And so, yeah, I'd be attentive to that if I was you, of what's going on that front. Just seeing how it fits with you, but also at the same time, make sure you do enjoy yourself, which I think you do, really. It's just maybe you've got a lot on your plate at the moment. Let's just see what's going on your solar plexus. Let's get past that fusing factor. Seems like you're missing a bit of fire this week, and it seems like it's coming from the sort of liver area. So it's how you add your juices into the scenario. Basically, that's what it feels like from there. How you add your spice into your fire, and it's sometimes it's maybe a little bit too much to digest at the moment. I'm gonna have to pull some. We're gonna pull some cards on that and see what's going on that sort of front. Let's just see what we can pull up on that side there, because it's up on the top right hand side of your, or on your left hand side. No, it's on your right hand side. Sorry, I do apologise. I want to see what's going on there. Let's just see what's sort of kind of. Yeah, you've got this. This is the spice I'm talking about. It's not being. You may feel like you're a little bit out of rhythm of things, maybe. This is where you should be heading for. The bit of sunshine, a real sort of glow up moment by the looks of things, and that's what's happening. Okay, so you know what you want to do. You're going for it. And you've got to eliminate that doubt, basically. You've got to eliminate that doubt that's within you, within your fire, within you as a person, as it were. You've got to eliminate that doubt in there. Build a bit more. But this doubt is not about, it's not about physical things. So it's not about what you're doing in concerns with a job or a project or that sort of thing on the material side of life. It's almost a doubt in whether you can play it off, or it's whether you can carry it off, sort of thing, and it's as if you're before a precipice that you've got to get over. And in order to get over that, you're going to have to open yourself up to ideas. In order to get over that precipice, or that river, or something that you've got to get over, like a canyon or something like that, then it's almost as if, like, it's not that you need to get over it, actually. It's more of a case of, it's as if like it's like free base jumping. It's when you jump off that cliff. It's that moment before, and it's kind of you got your parachute and everything ready to rock and roll, and it's that energy, that sort of that adrenaline that flows through you at the moment. And maybe that might be tiring you out a bit. Maybe You know, if you're allowing your adrenaline to run away with you, that may cause you that sort of doubt, because it may just sort of put too much air into your system, as it were. But here it's like, yeah, it's just it's missing that self-doubt. So, you know, concentrate on the things that are working. Concentrate on your strengths, basically. I would most certainly do that at the moment. Let's just see what's going on in your heart chakra. This has been happening for a lot of signs. There's a lot of socializing going on, and I think socializing in the sense of everyone seems to be jostling for position, as it were, that sort of thing. And as we're jostling for position, it's almost like when you get like if you've got a glass jar and you put in there different, you know, size bits of sand and little pebbles. As you shake it, the bigger ones are going to come to the surface, right? And that's what it seems to be doing here. It seems to be where it's a case of you have got to shake it up a bit in order to get the big stuff to the surface, so you can get it out the way, as it were. And that'll get you heading on, and it's your heart that's pushing you down that road. There's, you know, your heart, you're being drawn on by your passions in life. Strength, that's the whole thing. She's got that heart as well down there. I think this is where the heart and the solar plexus are playing into one another with you at the moment. And clarity of thought, you know, clarity of vision. Stick to your goals. Stick to your vision at the moment, Taurus. Tower. Everyone seems to be getting a tower at the moment. And I think this is a case where, as I say, I think you're before like this precipice in a way at the moment. And with that precipice, it's like you've got to take that leap of faith. And I think you're going to discover you've got wings. You know? It's like Red Bull. Was that an advert? Sorry, YouTube. Do apologise. Wasn't paid for. You know, it's like Red Bull. Gives you wings. Apparently, I don't know. I don't consume that sort of thing, but it's like you're gonna find your wings in a way. You've got to take this leap of faith. That's what it seems like. It's going to be brought out of ideas that comes into you that you can no longer ignore. And as you head towards the goal of your heart chakra, it becomes blatantly obvious to you. And I'm not sure it gets blatantly obvious this week. I think it gets blatantly obvious to you in the next 2 weeks, basically. And it's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. So you may get an idea of what the image is, but the more you progress, the more pieces you put into place, the more obvious it becomes. Let's just have a look at your crown and your throat chakra. There's a lot of thinking going on there, a lot of calculating, a lot of organisation within you. And this ties into your autumn period. You should be trying to organise what you want to achieve the following year, giving you target, giving you a goal, giving you something to manifest upon, Taurus. And when you get a bee in your bonnet, you know as well as I do, there ain't nothing that's going to stop you. You're going to go and get it. And that's just the way it is. But you need that clarity beforehand. You need to know exactly what sort of thing you're after. And that could be in concerns with how much money you want out of life, how you want the project to work, where you want to live, who you want to be with. You know, it's all mixed together, but there's a lot of mental stuff going on there. Let's just see what's going on your crown chakra. Like a laden, you know, it's like you're ready to give birth to something, and this is what standing on that precipice is all about. As I say, I don't think it's yet. I still think there's a couple of weeks left to go in sorting the last bits and bobs out. That's why it's important that you concentrate on what is working at the moment and get that down, get it really oiled, getting it clear about how you want it to play out in the going future. Because the moment you do that, all of a sudden everything else is going to literally fall into place. Okay, let's just see what's going on in your aura here. There's something at the bottom, and I think that's mainly to do with that thing that, as I was saying, there's something that's working that's got to keep working, as it were. And even if it's a project that you're working on, if you feel that you're getting, that it's progressing and stuff like that, and I do think it's come from the past year. I don't think it's something that you're starting now. I think it's something that you've already started, and now you've got it almost like you're getting the timing exactly right of the motor, as it were. And as we go through, let's just see here. There was something up here. There it is there. That's where the doubt comes in. I don't think it's a doubt in, can I do this? It's, can I carry it off? Do I have that persona to carry it off? And so it's something that's not necessarily tied to like as simple as buying something and selling it in a shop. It may not be as simple as that. It's almost as if like you've got to present something, you've got to sell something, you've got to be that character, you've got to play a role, as it were, within the whole functioning of the thing. And it's can I carry that off? It's like asking like a builder to be to do a job that entails almost like doing acting. They may be the best builder in the world, but they may not be the best actor, if you know what I mean. But you've got to do it in order to get that building job. It's a little bit of a doubt in you. It's something maybe that you haven't actually confronted before as well, that's giving you a little bit of that doubt. Be strong, concentrate on your strengths. If you concentrate on your strengths when doing this, when presenting, all of a sudden, you're going to feel at home. And when you do feel at home, that's when you're going to be able to convert it into good things for you. Okay? So I think that's really quite nice. There is a little thing that's coming in at the end as well, at the end of the week, that's going to be sort of providing for a possible, what can you say? Like a possible realization. Sorry, I got distracted there. A possible realization for you, for your coming 2 weeks. And I think there are ideas that are concerned with that leap of faith. It's almost as if you're going to get messages in by the end of the week that are going to confirm things which are going to make you feel more secure about taking that leap of faith. And it could be within a relationship as much as it could be within a business. Because energy doesn't really have an agenda like that. So let's just pull some cards and see what's going on. We've got the overall energy, the karmic paths, relationship side, financial side, universal influence, your guide's influence on these two here, and the overall outcome. Let's just see what's going on here with the overall energy. Nurturing. Yeah. I think that's what you've got to do. As I say, I don't think it's this week. I think you've got to nurture that courage within you to... There may be a few elements that are not actually in place at the moment. And you've got to hold your nerve, as it were. Hold your nerve. Let's just see what's going on your relationship side. Seeing things in a different way. Yeah, that's your karmic thing. That's your karmic sort of... your message here. And it could be a case of on your relationship side of here, sort of like, this could well tie into this idea of kind of not being up to it. I wouldn't, if you go into a relationship, you might be sort of thinking, am I going to be up to being in this relationship? Am I going to satisfy my partner in multitudes of ways. Multitudes of ways. Will she or will he or whatever gender, doesn't really matter. Will they satisfy me? And I think it's more of I don't think it's on a physical level where this is this satisfaction. I do think it's a satisfaction and kind of going, I hope I'm going to, be appreciated as much as I appreciate that person. If you know what I mean. I'm making a pig's ear of this, I can tell. But it's going to be a case of, is this person just too wonderful for me? This is that sort of sensation that's coming through. And the universe is saying, no, live it, go for it. Maybe there's a lot of love coming in your direction. And the universe is sort of kind of going, you have this. They're encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. I think of seeing things in a different way within your relationships. How are your guides trying to influence you here? Well, High Priestess is sort of... they're trying to... This is where they're encouraging you to see things in a different way. This is where I was talking about it's ideas. It's fueled from ideas. And those ideas are going to come through you, almost channeling through you in a way during this week, and in regards to relationships. And it's trying out different ways in which to sort of explore love with a partner. There is this planning thing going on. Maybe it's a case of going on holiday with someone. It could be even sort of like you're choosing to move in with someone. But there is a definite sort of, I've accomplished one aspect of my life. I feel comfortable with it. Now I want to plan on getting the rest, the world, as it were, and getting it all into one. And this planning is like this message is coming through within your relationship side of life, which is going to give you those 2 or 3 elements that is going to help you or encourage you to sort of take this even further. Within your connections with the relationships that are around you. And this may not well be one-to-one love. This may well be sort of family or friends, but I got a funny feeling it's a case of opening up to the idea of seeing things completely differently, which is going to affect the way you plan your life. On your physical side, with the 10 of Cups playing through, on the physical side, on the material side of life, this is what I'm saying about concentrate on the things that are working, because that's what the 7 of Wands is all about. 7 of Wands comes after the 6 of Wands, and with that sort of success in what you're receiving, now it's a case not only to consolidate, but more a case of just to oil the wheels and make sure the material world is working well, your projects are working well, or your career path and stuff like that. Just really getting down and getting it nailed, basically. You just saw me shuffle, didn't you? I know. And the 10 of Cups come to the surface. The universe is asking for that. The universe is asking that it's the happiness after difficulty. So it's concentrating on the machine, getting it down, getting it running smoothly, getting your material life running smoothly. And that's the difficult part. Once you got that sorted, the universe is sort of saying, you've got lots to explore after that. With the 10 of Pentacles on that side as well, your guides are bringing in opportunities here. They're sort of saying to you, we're ready to rock and roll when you are. And this has to do with that leap of faith factor as well, which we can see also on your relationship side. And maybe the two are really connected between one another. The world at your feet. I said it on this side. It's a new cycle starting for you within your business world. And this is this leap of faith of jumping into this new cycle, which is you've led yourself to this precipice, or you've led yourself to take this leap of faith. And it does still need nurturing. And I think you need to nurture your confidence in actually going ahead and doing it. King of Cups is the outcome. So it seems like assurance and a real good manifestation of what you can actually sort of get out of this. You're gonna be you're gonna be able to be controlling how this sort of unfolds before you, your very eyes at the moment, Taurus. And it's just because you've got a control over your emotions, and that's what I think where the strength is going to play into you, really. With the control over your emotions, all of a sudden it's going to give you that confidence to go and confront things totally. Four of Wands. I'm using another deck here, the old weight cards, and let's just see what that portal is going through. Well, on your relationships, it's to do with lovers and what have you, and on your financial side, you've got a repeat of the Ten of Pentacles. Lot of success coming in your way, and you seem to be manifesting it. You seem to be concentrating your energy on it, and when you concentrate on your energy on it and you start nurturing it, all of a sudden that's what you concentrate on. That's what you're going to be playing back in your life. It still needs planning, but as you concentrate on it, these things are going to come into you, and it's going to make you, this week here is going to be kind of going, oh great, that sits in there, that sits there, that, oh yeah, this is all starting to fit together nicely. And it's understanding that machine of how things work, how the energy works, in order to sort of like feed your manifestations of the world, or the life you want to live going forward. And that's taking it's nurturing those dreams at the moment. Absolutely brilliant for you there, Taurus. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, your support is everything, and thank you for it. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.